Well, I had a chance. I always like to talk about this vehicle in particular. It's a vehicle that we take on our summer vacation. We have been taking a lake house in Texas for the last 5 years and getting a vehicle and driving it down there and just driving it throughout the week. And this time around, the vehicle tested was the 2025 Toyota Grand Highlander Nightshade Hybrid. It's a mid-size 3-row SUV. It's assembled here in Princeton, Indiana. Not that I'm in Princeton, Indiana, but by here I mean in the United States. And it has Toyota's hybrid powertrain and the Nightshade trim package, of course, another blackout package. And I think it's pretty good looking. It kind of not in your face blackout. It has, let's talk about the looks, the aesthetics to get that behind us. 20-inch black alloy wheels, blackout exterior accents, the grille, the mirror caps, the badging, that's black. We had they call it the color cement. It's kind of a gray color, a good-looking color, nondescript color. And the package also includes heated power mirrors, rain-sensing wipers. We have plenty of rain in Texas to deal with that. Hands-free power liftgate, and then some other stuff, crossbars for the roof rack, logo puddle lamps, a la Lexus, things like that, a panoramic view monitor. So it's got a lot of good stuff. I think it was well equipped. This is a vehicle that there are actually a couple of hybrid systems that you can get. This had the kind of the lesser of the two hybrid systems. And I was kind of surprised by that, but I pleasantly surprised. It doesn't provide tons of horsepower, 245 horsepower. And we had this thing heavily loaded down with, many adults and immense amounts of luggage, I can tell you that, including a blow-up, stand-up paddleboard and all kinds of stuff from my 3 daughters and wife, who don't exactly travel light when they're traveling, but it was more than up to the thing. And I think partly because of the torque generated by the electric motor. I mean, what's your overall take on these hybrid systems that we're seeing in a lot of Toyotas these days?
I think Toyota does it as good as, if not better than, almost anybody else. They've done a good job refining the way the system feels, so it's not jerky. There's not a lot of disjointed feeling going on underneath. And as you say, the torque from the electric motor does make it feel quicker, even if it's not technically fast.
Yeah. Nice EPA numbers, the nice fuel economy numbers, 36 miles per gallon in the city, 32 miles per gallon on the highway, 34 miles per gallon combined. And I saw this during our lengthy driving. I mean, that was a very nice surprise. It doesn't have the most giant towing capacity of all time, 3,500 pounds. We didn't tow anything anyway. But I liked it a lot. And I think this was enough power. You can get the hybrid max powertrain. That produces 362 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque, so, much stouter. But this worked out just fine for our family. And as I say, we were hauling a lot of luggage, and very often we were hauling as many as 7 people inside. It can seat up to 8 people who like each other a lot. If you have the middle bench seat, we had captain's chairs back there, so it was 3 across in the rear seat where we put 3 adults back there who were okay with it, but I don't think they would have been loving a long ride back there. It was a fairly short ride, half an hour ride they were fine with. Beyond that, I think we were going to get a little bit of crankiness and maybe some motion sickness and that kind of stuff. Leather trim seats, heated second row seats, 3-zone automatic climate system, which is good. The driver interface had a 12.3-inch, a couple of 12.3-inch screens, the digital gauge cluster and the central touch screen, and the Toyota multimedia system, which I think works really well. What's your take on that, Chris?
Yeah, I really enjoy the changes that Toyota made a couple of years ago now to some of these systems. It's a lot more fluid, more responsive, and as I said earlier, it's less distracting to use while you're driving.
Yeah. It had Sirius XM. It connected with Apple CarPlay very, very simply, which is nice, and that worked just fine. We use that as our navigation of choice. It has an inverter, so you have 2 120-volt, essentially household outlets in the cabin if you wanted to plug in a laptop or something like that. I think overall the comfort is quite good. It's not. We have a Chevy Tahoe, as I think a lot of you longtime listeners know, so we have that going for us. But typically not quite that big. But we liked it a lot, and I think this is a vehicle that you might want to look at. Let me get to the price real quickly because we're running out of time here. And the price is about $57,000, something like that. There it is. It's actually less than that. $52,610 is the price for this vehicle. And Chris, can I say that's a bargain?
You can say it's a bargain. It's more of a bargain than $77,000.
Yeah. $58,000 as equipped, so we liked it a lot, and it was just a perfect vehicle for our vacation, and I think it'll be a perfect vehicle for a lot of people's vacations coming up. So, and we have a great guest coming up. BJ Birtwell is founder of Electrify Expo, so look for that interview with him coming right after the break, and stay with us. We'll be right back.